Jana Puglierin. She is the head of the European Council on Foreign Relations in Berlin. Thanks so much for speaking to us. Okay, according to the numbers, Germany has a low death rate, but some are arguing it's only because they employ multiple times more testing than some of their counterparts. Either way, though, do you think it's enough to justify easing restrictions at this point?
Yes, I think the decision that the government has taken is a very balanced one. At the one hand, to reopen some shops, small shops, and to give especially small business owners the possibility to work again and to earn some money. And at the other hand, to be still rather strict in many ways. I mean, schools will open only at the 4th of May and only gradually. And I think overall, most of the lockdown will still remain in place. So I think it's a very balanced attempt.
Okay. In other countries then across Europe, what really is the best balance between, economic damage and emotional and physical stress these lockdowns cause versus the damage lifting restrictions, could also do? In other words, how do you know the best time?
I think it's actually very difficult to know the best time, and only history will tell. I mean, the Netherlands and Sweden, they follow a different path. They are a bit more open than Germany, and Germany is more open than, let's say, France or Italy. I think every country now decides what the country thinks is best for the population. But what to me personally would be very important is to keep also in mind that kind of the whole of the EU needs to coordinate on all these measures. And I think what we see now that Austria kind of is opening up much more than Germany, and then now Germany, it seems very uncoordinated. And I know that there are attempts from the Commission in Brussels to change this, but to me it would be very important that we coordinate these measures better in order to achieve kind of free travel, free market.
That has, of course, been the major criticism of the European Union at this point, the kind of lack of unity and coordination in developing a strategy to fight the spread of this virus. It's kind of too late for that, in a sense, now. So what models do you think Europe should try and follow if they can coordinate a response at this point? What models do you think would be best to follow? Would it be Germany, or should they look elsewhere to countries more like Taiwan?
I think Germany has been looking very closely to some countries in Asia. And I think one should keep to try to find the best practices all over Europe. I think this is a moment of trial and error, to be very cautious about the situation and not to take any unnecessary risk. But I think we will see now over time what works and what doesn't. And the Chancellor has said very clearly that kind of the decision now is not a decision forever, that we constantly need to watch and evaluate the situation and reassess it.
Okay, Jana, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us from Berlin. We appreciate it.
Thank you.